everyone, this is Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations, and I'm titling this video Better Late Than Never. It is the movie facts on my Christmas movies that I picked for the last month of our Christmas cow. And, you know, life happened, right? So I know I wanted to give you this because I thought they were really good facts. And there were so many, I could have just read the whole. We would have had papers and papers. They had a lot of information on these. So the two movies that I picked for December, as you know, recap. One was 1954's White Christmas with Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye, among other stars. And the second movie that I picked was It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart and Donna Reed. So It's a Wonderful Life. I thought I had 10. I've got 9 here, so let me go over them for you. And it's going to be, I don't know, the cars have been loud here today. And it's early and it's overcast. So I have to use all my lighting because we are actually under a flash flood warning because we're supposed to be getting 4 to 5 inches of rain. It's been a while since it's been like that. So, and it's unseasonably warm. It's already 49 degrees here. So, yeah, weather's just doing some weird stuff. So anyway, okay, so number 1, when Mary throws the rock through the window of the Granville house, she hit the window without any help. Although they were not sure if she was going to be able to hit it. So they had a sharpshooter waiting to break the window in case she missed. She got it on the first try because she played baseball when she was in high school and had a really good arm for throwing softballs or anything for that matter. So I thought that was really cool because, I mean, that's baseball. I think that's awesome. And we're talking when was this movie made? I didn't even look that up. I know I wrote it down somewhere, so I'll find out. And I'll put a little clip of her doing that if I can find it. I know I used to be able to find it on YouTube. So if I can find that clip, I will put it down there. Number 2, the gym floor that opens to reveal the pool is still in regular use at the Beverly Hills High School. I thought that was really cool. And let's see. Oh, and the guy, I can't remember his name in the movie. You think I would be more prepared. But you remember the guy that does the switch to open the pool because he knew that they were tense and he wanted them to fall in. For the life of me, I can't remember his name. It'll come to me as soon as I'm done here. But just so you know, that guy was Alfalfa. He's the actor that played Alfalfa in the Our Gang films, or Little Rascals. A lot of people know him by Little Rascals. Number 3, Frank Capra said that this was his favorite movie. He absolutely loved it. And who wouldn't love it? It's a Wonderful Life, people. It's awesome. Number 4, Bedford Falls was constructed in 2 months and was the longest set ever made for an American film at that time. Nice little tidbit there. When George prays on the bar, Jimmy Stewart was so overcome that he began to sob. So the crying in that movie at that scene was actually him crying because he was praying and he just got so overwhelmed. The shot was reframed to blow it up so you could see the expression on his face. So when you watch the movie again, you'll notice that it's a little bit grainier than the rest of the film because Frank Capra wanted that expression. He wanted to get that caught on film and he wanted a close up so everybody could see it because Jimmy Stewart was really, he was emotional when it came to praying in his God. I'm just saying. And I think that's wonderful. So he just was so overcome when he was praying, they kept that in. So I thought that was just wonderful. 6,000 gallons of snow was made for the film. They used painted cornflakes, but they made so much noise. They were so loud that let's see. Oh, Capra wanted the sound to be quiet. He didn't want, because they're cornflakes. So when you're walking around on there, it was so loud that they ended up having to dub the sound after they filmed, and it was becoming such a process and time consuming that they ended up inventing their own kind of snowflakes. So it says here that they made the flakes out of foamite, a firefighting chemical, soap, and water. And they actually received an award because of the new development, which I thought, that's pretty cool. And it just, something comes out of something else. That's how it always works. So the cornflakes, they would just paint them white. That's how they would always make the snow in films. And then Frank Capra was like, it's just too noisy. This dubbing was an issue. So then they invented their own, and look, got an award for it. So the film was shot during a heat wave, and they had to take a complete day off from filming because of heat exhaustion. So you're filming this Christmas movie in the winter, and it's so hot, you got to take a day off. Only in film, people, would that happen. Beulah Bondi, the actress, played Jimmy Stewart's mom in 5 other films. No, I didn't write the films down, but I just thought that was really cool. They enjoyed working with each other. And when you got that kind of chemistry, why not keep it going, right? And the last major one that I thought was really cool is that the movie It's a Wonderful Life was selected by the Vatican in the values category out of the list of great films. Yay! So it's a good film, guys. If you haven't seen it, and I don't know what rock you've been living under, if you haven't seen It's a Wonderful Life, you really need to see it. And sometimes, guys, when I'm like having an off day, or I just want some happy in my life even more, I will put on It's a Wonderful Life. I don't care what month it is, what day it is. I will put it on just because. So there you go. Okay, so now we're on to White Christmas. I'm sorry about the rustling. I wanted to make sure I got a lot of stuff written on here, guys. So, White Christmas, 1954. Number 1, Bing Crosby sang White Christmas 13 years earlier on the radio. He sang it in Holiday Inn in 1942 and in a movie called Blue Skies in 1946. However, until he sang it on White Christmas, did it become this huge, phenomenal song. So he had already sang it earlier, but when he sang it in White Christmas in that film, it just became a huge hit. So, yeah. Irving Berlin, number 2. Irving Berlin is the only presenter to open an envelope and read his own name. Now, it didn't say if it was at that time or if that's still ongoing today, if no one else has ever done that. So he was presenting an Oscar, and his name was on the envelope. So, and it was cool because they said when he opened it, he says, "Good, I know him quite well," which I thought was kind of cute. Number 3, the age differences between the actors. This was a reference because of the fact that Rosemary Clooney was 26, Vera Ellen was 33, and Bing Crosby was 51. So, I mean, you've got Rosemary Clooney and Bing Crosby, who were love interests, and there was 25 years difference in their ages. Dean Jagger, the guy that played the general in the film, was the same age as Bing Crosby. I think they were like 2 months apart. That's it. Which I thought was interesting. They didn't say anything about Danny Kaye, but because Bing was 51, I guess that's why they made that reference, because he was playing the love interest of Rosemary Clooney, who was 26. Number 4, and this is the one I thought was really cute. So when they're singing Sisters, it was not part of the script. And when I mean they, not Rosemary Clooney and Vera Ellen, but Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye. So when Sisters was not part of the script, the actors were just goofing around, and the director found that it was so funny, he wrote it into the script. So it was just like downtime, and they were just goofing off. and because everybody just loved it, and so the laughing in that was the real laughter while they were goofing. They had no idea it was being filmed, which I thought was pretty funny in itself. Yeah, could you imagine that not being in that movie? I couldn't. I thought it was pretty funny. Number 5, the Vermont Inn was also used in, you guessed it, Holiday Inn. It was a little updated, but it was the exact same setting and everything. Number 6, Vera Ellen was dubbed by Rosemary Clooney or Trudy Stevens. She was not a singer, but she could dance her butt off, I can tell you that. So that leads us to number 7. Vera Ellen did all of her own dancing. She started at age 10, and by age 18, she was the youngest Radio City Rockette. There you go. She carpooled the dancing class with Doris Day, who I absolutely love. And I mean, I love Doris Day, but Amanda, oh my gosh, she has every year or every time I see a Doris Day movie that I don't think she owns, I buy it for her so that she can have it in her collection, because she really, really loves Doris Day. Number 8, Fred Astaire was to play Phil Davis, but he had retired by then. So they asked Donald O'Connor, but he was sick, so he couldn't do the film. And then the part went to Danny Kaye. So it was just rewritten for him. Number 9, Benny Haynes, the dog-faced boy. So yeah, he was grown-up actor Carl Schweitzer. And Carl Schweitzer was the guy who flipped the switch in It's a Wonderful Life to open up the pool on the gym floor. I knew I'd get his name right. I knew he was in here somewhere. So he's the actor that played Alfalfa in The Little Rascals. Number 10, Denise Crosby, who played in Star Trek The Next Generation, is Bing Crosby's granddaughter. All right, so I was telling you who Denise Crosby was, but I didn't tell you who she played. So if you're a Star Trek fan like me, in The Next Generation, she played Tasha Yar. And then I think later, I don't know how much later, but she also played Tasha's daughter, Commander Sela, I think. Yeah, I think so. So anyway, yeah. So that's Bing Crosby's granddaughter. And then Rosemary Clooney's, one of her sons, his name was Miguel Ferrer. I think he just passed away. But he was in another Star Trek movie, The Search for Spock. So there's little tidbits there, here and there. And yes, Rosemary Clooney is related to George Clooney. Rosemary was George's aunt. So there you have it. Sorry it took so long, guys. But now you know, and I think those are really interesting tidbits. And I'm going to find the link, if I remember, because you know how bad I am with that. But the link to the facts for both movies, there was a ton of stuff there. I just kind of read through it and picked some out. But a lot of that stuff's really interesting. I didn't want to do like a 1-hour video of the facts on those two, but there was a lot more than, there's a lot more facts than I myself had anticipated. So I will try to get those links down there as well, so you guys can click on them and read any extra if you would like. So that's it for now. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope it's not, well, it's gloomy, but it's warm here. So hope your weather is holding up well for you. I will see you when I see you. All right. Bye.